Been playing through the 11.3 to get it up to this point and hopefully basically parallel. I don't know how successful I've been, but in that process I've uncovered about 8 other changes in the UP that aren't in the original game or in my SMP. So I've been researching those and trying to understand them, which has proven really difficult. And also about 4 things that I have changed in the SMP that aren't in the UP. So in any case, one of the most surprising findings from that is that in the last video we had Chunk as our blood doll. I'm kind of surprised that nobody commented on that in the UP, at least in 11.3, and can't get Chunk as my blood doll at all because of it's either bugged or it appears that it's been changed. To me, it doesn't appear to be bugged. So I don't know if that's when that happened or if that has been the case from previously. So that was a new one on me. I didn't know that Chunk couldn't be had as a blood doll in the UP. And this whole thing. Oh, and we need 4. We don't need it, but I'd like to have security, and this is the cheapest way to buy it, which is another thing. We could buy this and achieve the same thing for a cost of 8, but here it only costs us 3. So a lot of beginner players I see, they make that mistake. They do this instead of doing this to see which one is cheapest. And the points we have are going to be wildly different here. And that's another, I don't know if that's important. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. There's also, there's so many things actually. Now we could go out this way, but another thing I wanted to show is that here, this is another change for the UP in that one set of doors is intentionally unlocked and this is locked. And the intent is you just have to go over this way, and that's another way to get out. And another change. So we'll come down here. And I had talked previously about in the tutorial how they set these up so that the player can easily transition up to where they need to be, and how that's a really super nice consistency in the game. But when we get to the UP, we'll see that these boxes have been removed, and that's another point of contention. Let's see, where are we? Okay. Kind of getting lost here. And now we have trance, and we could trance this person and just go straight up the ladder. But for people that don't have that, again, they've set up these special situations, they call them. And actually, there's a tip on that. And we'll try to find the tip. He's in the position we want him to be. So now we have to do some... I screwed up. Is that going to be enough to get me in trouble? I do not know. We will find out in a short second here. If the garage door is closed, we're in trouble. Where is the garage door? The garage door is open, so we're not in trouble. And then we had talked about the pushable objects and how this would be the second introduction, the more complicated one with combat and some thrills thrown in. That's the first pushable object that we need to look at. And okay, I'm lost. I need to keep going. I'm pointing at things I never looked at before. I'm gonna fall off. here shortly. And then this box that I'm down here pointing to now is the next pushable object that we need to talk about, and it's quite special and quite interesting. And I keep, as I've gone through these videos and looked at them, there's just a ton of things I had meant to say that I miss. And we could have left it at 3, but we would just be burning a lot of blood, which I don't think is very useful. Now you just need to go away. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted, was it? I'm trying to grab you. I don't know why I do that. So we'll plant our explosives. Okay, so one of the things that has done is that now we can still get out through that door, but if we stay against this wall here, we're completely undetectable. But we're blocked from going this way without being detected because of that person, because of the way we came in. If you come in the opposite way, you can avoid that person. I want to try to do something here. See if I can. Who's there? That's not a good start, is it? So, whoops, that's what that pushable box is for. And the reason I want to do that. Okay, detected. Don't shoot that, dude. I wanted to collect some shells. I have what I want. Now the way out is the same way over this. Okay, it's not the same way because we've been cut off. They're shooting at me. Why are they, whoops. Why are they shooting at me?
Hey, stop, man.
I do believe we're going to need some help here. "29 seconds. This might be difficult." So we have achieved what we wanted. You know I'm here? That's cool. Hey, you know I'm here. Okay, that was okay. So here's the discrepancy in that we came into this box here and to survive the explosion, but then the door is being held up by those boxes that are piled outside, which is why the UP has removed them, because, and we'll get to this, in this version, this is the original escape route, but what the UP has changed this escape route significantly again. We can grab this and we can get out of here just fine without any issues. We don't need this door, but even with this door propped like this, there's no difficulty in escaping. The player just needs to push the door and the door will push out of the way easily. It's another situation where, like, the change that the UP made for the boxcars was to prevent the player from going back inside, and which is one of the things that Wesp has talked about. He changed something in the temple maps to prevent the speedrunners from using an exploit, and the UP is really super concerned about preventing players from using exploits, and I'm not. And even if this were a problem, I wouldn't care, because it's just another challenge for the player to figure out. All they need to do is push this door out of the way. And it's another instance where the UP says it isn't concerned with dumbing down things for the players, but pretty much every change seems to be geared towards that. So that's the way I interpret it. In any case, even if we can't figure out how to push that out of the way, we can just go out this way. And now we just easily transition out. We don't have to bother with these people, but we can if we would like to. We'll just fill up our blood for now. Okay. So I believe that was highly successful.
Your handiwork, I presume?
Oh yeah, for sure that was me.
Hopefully no Sabbat saw you escape. They can be somewhat antagonistic.
Antagonistic? What a word.
I see my reputation for once does not precede me. My name is Beckett. I haven't been following you per se. We've just coincidentally been at the same places at the same time, for different reasons. So sorry if I unnerved you. Tell me, have you by chance seen or felt anything strange since your embrace?
Quite a lot, sir, dude. And he said he's been following us, but that was one of the things I failed to point out, that we didn't notice that he was being following us.
A ghost? Quite ordinary. I generally pay wraiths no mind. All but a few are willing to give up their secrets. Thin bloods, they're a fascination of mine. They are considered a weaker, more human-like kindred, hence the name, Thin Blood. But they are sired same as any of us. I've heard a large concentration of them live in this city. They're one of the reasons I'm in Los Angeles.
And then I don't want to do one because I promised the sisters that I wouldn't.
Most of my contacts here report sensing something unusual in the night air. like a sense of dread or pressure. But I'm not a native to these parts, so I can't tell if it's irregular. And since you're still fresh, perhaps you're not attuned to it. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance, but there are rumblings for me to discredit. We shall, I'm certain, meet again. Or never again. Good night, young one, and be careful. You're very likely being hunted by the Sabbat.
Okay, that was quite the ordeal. Quite the ordeal. Hello. We're back again. And now we're back to the warehouse over and over and over. All right. And now we're back in the SMP to talk about these pushable boxes. And like I said, this is the first example, which we actually showed in game what that one is for, which I hadn't planned that. That was all an accident. That was not at all what I had planned to happen for that. But anyway, we've seen how that one works, and we've seen that the second phase of introduction is, as I said, always, more complicated and under some kind of duress. But this one is super interesting in that there's this there's that ladder up there that we can get onto that one. So the whole idea here is we can push this one to there. I need you to move, actually, person. Will that work? That probably will work. And the next thing we need is to discern that this is the next thing we need. So we put it up here like this. And then we jump up here, and we jump up here. Whoops, and we jump up there, and we can climb onto here. So that's the process that this whole puzzle here is put here for. But one of the other things that you have to realize that is consistent throughout the game is, and we'll go look at that if I can figure out where it is. How is the quickest way out of here? I don't know. I'm kind of lost. The quickest way out of here to get to where we need to go. This is something that somebody asked me about, the talks that Tim Kaine did, and this is something we had talked about before. But and here's another one of those examples where you climb up and they want you to go through here. This is their designed route that they want you to do. But if you don't figure that out, when Tim Kaine and Leonard were talking, they said even if you don't play the way we expected you to or wanted you to, we still want you to succeed. And in this game, you can constantly find that to be true, because if you come around the front of this instead of going through here, if you go through here, there's no bonus for sneaking. But if you don't figure out that you're supposed to go through here and you come around the front, they give you a big bonus for sneaking so that you can easily sneak through successfully to get to this door. So that's a constant theme in their games, is that even if you don't figure out how they wanted you to do it, they still want you to succeed. And so why did I talk about all that? I should have pointed this out earlier before I came here. Now we have to go all the way back. Which I make sound painful, but it isn't. And the okay, you're blocking my progress, sir person. Can I get this? Can I push this out of the way now? Or have I pushed it too far?
Huh?
Okay, so anyway, so visually this ladder looks like it starts there, but this is one of those situations where the ladder, even if you aren't able to figure out this puzzle, they still want you to get up onto there and be successful. So visually it looks like the ladder starts there to prompt the player to find this puzzle. But even if the player doesn't figure that out, the ladder starts from there. And even if the player can't figure out the puzzle, they still want you to succeed to get up onto this ledge. Okay, so once again, we're ready for another transition, yet again back to the warehouse.
Yes, I can.
And as promised, we have transitioned into the warehouse in 11.3, and I have turned on no target here. Just because I want to kind of run through this, but there's a really important tip that I want to display, so hopefully remember to insert that, and that that person didn't start moving until we came into the room. Oh, I'm stuck. And that's a common theme with the Troika's design. I don't think we need to be sneaking here, but here's another difference again, where this is locked on one side, but in the original there's a way to get through here. And I guess, I don't know what the purpose here is, but I guess they figure if you come out here, they want to force you to go through that person there. They don't want you, and you know, clearly that Troika had put on the handles and unlocked them so that you could bypass this, but in the UP Plus, I'm not sure why they changed that. I don't like it, but they did it anyway. And we don't need to be doing this, except I'm so used to it. Do I want to be doing this or not? I do not know. In any case, hello, jump.
Yo, what the fuck is going on here tonight?
Not much.
Didn't you hear? A new shipment came in. Some pretty serious haul.
And like I said, this is another one of those situations where, at least in this UP, these boxes have been removed, and we could have walked up smoothly onto that platform, which is why the boxes are there. And the unofficial patch has removed them. Another change. And I'll explain why that is a change. Do I want to go this way or not? I believe I do not. Actually, I don't know. Actually, I'm going to turn no target off. And we're in the same situation here, where we're going to go up the boxes. I can't decide when I need to turn no target back on. This could be messy again. Okay, that wasn't good, was it? Though we did achieve the same result. Freeze, dude. And okay, so we still had the same result. That's pretty cool, actually. The door is still open for us. And we have the same boxes we need to look at for the introduction. There's the first one. And here's the second one. And the second one is where we run into problems with the UP. I can see this from here, I think. And that the UP didn't understand the purpose for having that ladder shortened like that, and they've decided, nor the purpose for having those boxes there, and they've decided that it was a bug, that there was no bottom portion to the ladder, so you can see the difference between the top and the bottom there that they've added for that purpose. And I think we have the same setup here. No, we don't. So this is another difference. We came in this way, and in the original, there's a person that's blocking your exit if you come in this way, but in the UP, that person is missing. So that simplifies things quite a bit as well. And as I said, a lot of this is unknown to me. Actually, I did think that that was true. I did think that that was true, but I didn't know it for sure. Okay, I didn't expect you to come back. That was weird. But in any case. So this should make our exit from here super easy. Super easy. We don't have to do any of that boxing or things. We can just go directly in here. Okay, we have some people in here. I don't have my my hotkeys set up, I don't think. I don't remember. All right. This is kind of interesting how this all plays out. This person should be triggered to move. I don't know. Maybe the door opening here triggers him to move. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that either. I have no idea what just happened there. Actually, we can just save time here and trance that person. That when they say what was that, that isn't triggered actually because they detect anything happening. They just like to say that sometimes. Okay. And now we see that the reason they removed those boxes is so that the door could fall out like that. And the reason they had to do that was because of another change that they made. Was they made these cars move to block off the re-entry into the warehouse. So this change precipitated this change, and like I don't see the need for either of those changes, but in any case, there they are. And another change, this is another boxcar that's moved just for the purpose of where the UP is extremely interested in blocking exploits, or what they think of as exploits, which it's another interesting thing here is there's invisible wall there. But in this case we can go down this side, I believe. That brings us success.
The warehouse. Your handiwork, I presume?
Every time I played this game, it's been me, Beckett. You should know. Anyway, I hope that brings us to a close for this episode. So thank you for watching if you're still here. I appreciate it.